Hi there. So welcome back. We are going to be reviewing rhythm, okay? Now we went over this a little bit yesterday, but I forgot to point out something really important to you. Rhythm is something you go over in music class, right? Give me a thumbs up if you've already talked about rhythm with the music teacher. And if you haven't, then I'm sure you're going to be going over that pretty soon because that's a really big thing in music class, right? So have you seen these in music? These, what are these called? They're called musical notes, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and go over rhythm. Go ahead and say rhythm. Good. The words in a poem have a beat when you read them, like music, right? So yesterday I had a little poem and we clapped along with it, right? We followed what it said. It said clap once for every hive and clap twice quickly for the two bumblebees. Okay, so what I'd like to go over today is yesterday's story, Pete the Cat. Remember that? Pete the Cat? I'm going to give you a moment to think back to that story. Okay, did you think back to Pete the Cat and his 4 groovy buttons? All right, so this book is such a great example of rhythm. So I'm going to go to one of these pages, and we kept snapping along. If you could snap, and if you couldn't, then you were clapping along. But we would snap or clap along to the part where he says, he kept on singing his song, my buttons, my button, my one groovy button, my button, my button, my one groovy button. So for my button, we snapped once, or you clapped once. My one groovy button. For those 4 words, we go, my one groovy button. We snapped 3 times, or we clapped 3 times, right? And I didn't tell you this really. I mean, I said it like once, but then you kind of just picked up on the beat, right? You picked up on the rhythm, and you just kind of just naturally would do this, right? So that's all rhythm is. It's just words in a poem or book that have a beat when you read them, right? You read them like music. It just sounds like music. You can just snap or clap along. And remember, rhythm is something you're definitely going to be going over in music if you haven't already. All right, I hope you like this quick little review over rhythm. Okay? Have a good rest of your lesson.